feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
What's going on, FM fam? How's everybody's weekend going? How's everybody's week been? Mine has been a crazy one, to say the least. Is that a hole in my shirt? Anywho's, it's Friday. I know I'm on late. I apologize. I was working to get this NV done, this damn van, and pissing me off. But we got it taken care of. And tomorrow I just got to put fluids on in it and roll it out. So that'll be like a 22-hour ticket done. And it sucked because I was dealing with a pinched nerve in my back pretty much all week. Today I finally feel like I can, move around a lot easier. Crawling in and out of that engine bay was a pain in the ass. What's going on over there on TikTok? M Galley, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate the likes. All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit about EVs. I saw Ford is pulling out, or I don't want to get this wrong. They were like shutting down some factories that they were gonna have for EV vehicles. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but Nissan kind of pulled back on the production of the Aria, the Nissan Aria, which was a nicer looking EV versus the Leaf, but they saw that the sales weren't doing so great in the 4 years that it was out. So, and this is only in the US market that they pulled out. And then what was it? The Dodge Charger EV. They also canceled production of that as well because sales were not so great there either. Yes, Shannon, I was coming on. I got off work super late. I left the shop about 9 o'clock, and then I had to go take care of some business real quick. Then I got home, and I'm like, because I've been waiting on my W-2 from my previous employer, and waiting in the mail. Like, I would try and download it on my phone and it wouldn't let me. I was like, you know what? Let me try on the computer. And I tried on the computer and it let me, and it's just a pain in the butt. But yeah, we made it on. So yeah, I'm freaking beat though, guys. So I'm having, a beverage and we're gonna have a good night. GM seems to be all in on EVs, bro. Why? I mean, how do you feel about it, Dad's Garage? Let's hit the comments real quick. Hello, FM fam. How's it going, Shannon? Mr. Peter. How's it going, Peter? Shannon, hey Peter, what up? Quick, I was wondering if you were coming on. Yeah, I just had. And then I got busy entering in my information from what YouTube, TikTok, and then the two employers that I had this year. Hey Dave, what up, Dad's Garage? The GM seems to be all in. That's not good. Why? Oh yeah, hold up. They got the Silverado. They got the Equinox. What other EV do they have? Are they still making the Volt? What is the Volt? Is it a hybrid or is it a full EV? EVs are easy to work on and pay really good. Now, is that warranty or is that CP? Man, I know on the Nissan side it is a pain in the butt, man. EV Blazer, dude. I mean, do you see a lot of them? Appreciate that, Mad Max over there on YouTube. Not much, man. Had a few questions regarding engine flushing. BG Additives had a tech blow a card. Dude, how the hell did he do that? I've yet to see that happen. Volt is extended range hybrid and hasn't been made in a few years. Volt, okay, so they got both Volt and the Bolt. Um, one of them has like a gasoline engine that powers a generator, correct? But it doesn't run off the gas engine. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a train where the engine is only there specifically for the generator, and then off the generator it runs the motors. The motors. Almost sounded like I said motors. Hello, Shannon. Peter. Beef Snorkel. Toyota Subaru BZ is a mostly felt car. Been at both brands dealer the whole time it's existed. No one buys them. Really? I used to see FRSs like crazy. You just pay good under warranty and they pay really good CP. Man, not over here. What did I get? I got like 6 hours to replace a motor on an Aria. They didn't want to pay nothing for diagnosis because there was like a short in the high voltage circuit. So what was happening? All the I don't know how similar these are, but the exciter, right? The brushes on the exciter are carbon, right? Just like the freaking brushes on an alternator. So they're creating a lot of dust, and inside that dust is building up and then shorting out to the case. And so, we have to do all these tests and then had this damn thing out for like a month, maybe 2 months. Just my stall was down. Oh no, I apologize. I had the motor out, but then I put the subframe up because the motor was on back order. So I put the subframe up and rolled that out because I was not about to have my stall taken up. But that motor was just sitting in my stall, in front of my stall. I was so annoyed. Mr. Fluffy, what's up, my dude? Appreciate that $20 donation. Appreciate that, Mr. DLC. Let me see. See what they said over here on the TikTok. Hop on the game. What do you mean hop on the game? We ain't playing right now. Spun a bearing when we tore it down. Camry 2.5. Nor honestly think it was due to height. Ooh, maybe. Do you think there was an underlying issue? John running 016. When I went to school, I had an old instructor from Nissan saying not to do them. I mean, we've had pretty good luck. Isolation test. There you go, Toy Addict. The isolation test. Um, yeah, we've had pretty good luck using BG. We never had any issues over where I am. FRS is a gas engine. You're thinking of the Subaru BRZ, which is FRS, same car. Oh, which one did you see? Oh, BZ. Oh, I, dude, I read a freaking R in there. I read BRZ. I'm telling you, I'd be adding stuff. FRS is a gas engine. You're thinking of the Subaru BRZ, which is the FRSM car. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Very much could have been an underlying issue. Car had 111K. Ooh, yeah. That over here on YouTube. What do y'all think about doing engine flushes on high mileage cars over 100,000 miles? Over 100K. But yeah, I find it kind of interesting that um there was such a push for all these EV vehicles, and now everybody's retracting. I guess everybody except for GM, but GM has a huge uh what was it called? Market percentage of vehicles on the road in the country. None of that 10K bullshit. Yeah, I agree because of the cafe laws. Um you know what's interesting? Okay, so when we do our PDIs, right, we set the oil change interval. I cannot set an oil change interval on a newer. I've only seen it on the Sentra so far. Was it the Sentra or is it another one? I'm gonna have to check. But on the Sentra, it will not let us set an oil change interval. It used to say oil control system, then it said oil filter or oil change, tire, and other. Now it just says oil control system, which you can't set the mileage. It's just a computer generated mileage algorithm, and then tire and other. I used to set them all at 5K, 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 5K. Now it won't even let me set one, so I'm setting it under other. That why the customer comes in, hey, what's this one? Hey, you need an oil change, fool. That's what it is. Don't believe this 10,000 mile crap, especially on direct injected engines. If it's a high mileage sludge pot, don't bother. It can't. It can help if their deposits aren't too bad. True. Honestly, if it's that high in mileage, I wouldn't even recommend it unless we tear it down and look for evidence of um a failure. If that thing's already failing, like yeah, there's no sense in trying to save it. It's the cafe laws. I like them EV pay good. You think so? Why you think Stellantis made all them Pacificas? I do battery model. I do battery modules any day over a cylinder head. Really? How much does a battery module pay you over there to add it? Or what brand are you working with actually? Got a flash go. What the hell's a flash go? Mm. Over 100K, yeah, that's hella risky. Yeah, I agree. I would not want to be the tech working on that vehicle and have an issue pop up. 20 hours for a Jaguar module? Holy shit. Yeah, that's wild. And a cylinder head, depending on the vehicle, pays a little less than that, unless you do both banks and a little more. Hell, where's Quick at? Where's Quick? Quick Ranch up in here? Oh, you're listening? I'm gonna bring you in, bro. Because honestly, I don't know how long I'm gonna make it tonight. I am freaking beat. It seems like I got on super late. We don't have a lot of traffic in the stream right now. In the so for anybody out there, how do y'all feel? I wonder. Okay, so we have the right to repair, correct? Right to repair. So when it comes down to EVs, should that right to repair go away? Because now we are. It's not just a. You can hurt yourself working on a car by dropping the vehicle on you. Now we're introducing electricities, electricity, high voltage. Oh, you on TikTok? Yeah, I'm on both right now. Listening. I'm here listening, ripping my kitchen apart. You doing a restoration, Shannon? Oh, you on TikTok and YouTube? Yeah, I'm trying to get some flow over there on TikTok. You know, a head is like 13 warranty. Oh no, I'm talking CP, man. Forget all that warranty crap. 20 hours warranty time. That's rowdy. More freedom, more natural selection. That's crazy. Dad's garage said, "Let him do it." Cousin Sparky. Oh yeah, that'll be cousin Sparky for sure. No more cousin Pookie. Fluffy, what's the easiest way to test a gas tank pressure sensor? The way I do it is either apply some pressure with the evap machine, or you open up that evap purge solenoid and close off the vent hose or the vent control valve. You close that off and see if you have a voltage difference, if it changes voltage. Yeah, new cabinets and floor. Oh, nice. I'll be on in a minute, but I come on. All right. Electric vehicles haven't failed. The tech just isn't there. Also, auto techs have a fear of new technology. Got to find all those corners to cut. No, there's corners to cut, and not corners to cut, but there's easier ways of doing stuff. Um, but I mean, it's not that the tech isn't there. We have the tech, we have the training. Uh, it's just the market's not there. People came to realize that EVs are not as great as they wanted them to be, and I don't even know what the hell the push was. Oh, sorry, not cut corners. Y'all just trying to beat book time. There's a difference between cutting corners and taking shortcuts. Because taking a shortcut isn't cheating. Cutting corners is cheating. So, like, how do I explain this? Like doing a set of control arms on a Toyota Camry, Corolla, or whatever the hell, right? Doing shortcuts, lift the engine up or lift the engine up a little bit and squeeze that motherfucker out. Okay. That's taking a shortcut. Cutting corners. No, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. Trying to explain it in a way that you would understand. I forgot y'all definitely don't rush through repairs. Well, I know y'all don't, especially when you're on the clock, just chilling. They backed off on electric a bit. They know text, cry, and water and electric. You tripping, bro? But yeah, So like they make tools. Sergio, did you know they make tools to make something easier and take a shortcut to where now the tech doesn't have to remove a certain part? But if the tech don't have that tool, then now he has to take it apart further. Auto techs cry about everything. HVAC techs think that they're mechanics just because they own a tool bag. Uh, I'm watching you both YouTube and TikTok. Come on, appreciate that DLC. Appreciate that donation as well. Sergio was on a missing what's it called? He was MIA and now he came back. Heidi ho, guys and gals. What's going on, Chuck Grillis? Cutting corners is me leaving that back bracket bolt. There you go. Okay, cutting corners is me leaving that back bracket bolt out on a 3.6 because they suck to put back in. Couldn't find data PIDs on a gas tank pressure sensor. It's probably an EVAP pressure sensor. HVAC techs do your job on the side for fun. I don't see y'all. It's because we stay in our lane. It's because we stay in our lane. That's why. But you can't, Sergio, you can't consider an oil change a side job. Doing it on the side, that doesn't count. It's like lube techs. Are they really technicians? Not on the weekends. Fluffy, you're right on point. And techs do your job every day, not on weekends. Get the pencil. Come on, Sergio. Hey, Sergio, you want to hop in or what? I'll send you a link. Bring your butt up in here. Most of the guys I work with work on their own cars and are into working on cars. But are they doing it the right way? I don't know. Got my max cert too. I don't know what he on, and I can diag electrical. Yeah, we deal more than just we deal with more than just electrical and couple pressures. Are you doing it the right way? Oh, I'm doing it the right way. Don't you know? If I'm doing it, it's the right way, Sergio. Don't you know that? I'm never wrong. Ever, ever, ever wrong. I thought you knew that by now. Anybody can do brakes on the side. No, that's great. No, dads, don't. No. That's when they put the pads backwards or upside down, or they go to do it, change out a caliper, and they can't figure out why the brakes feel like ass because they put the bleeder screw on the bottom versus when it goes up top. Well, anybody can work on cars. Anybody can do brakes on the side. That's good to know, Fluffy. I do tons of those and don't get paid. So true story. Oh, the oil changes. Aren't you a Nissan Master 2019 Rogue heater not working? Most common cause. 2019 Rogue heater not working. What is the common cause? Do you have driver HVAC controls and passenger HVAC controls? Or they think a flush isn't necessary because they've never done one. True. Yeah, oil changes. Yeah. My chick was asking me the other day. She goes, "Why do they call them lube techs?" I'm like, "'Cause that's all they deal with." I just like pissing y'all off. It's funny how mad auto techs get. It's funny how how much you think we get mad. Except Dave. Dave was cool. I don't give a fuck. No, it's just driver controls. Oh, it doesn't have a passenger side? So you don't have dual climate. Heater doesn't work. Does the AC work? Damn, I keep trying to scroll with the mouse. That would be a tough one. I mean, what really controls the heater? Nothing except the blend door. Air mix actuator. That's it. Or there's an air pocket because there's a coolant leak somewhere. I mean, heaven forbid an auto tech walk more than 3 feet to get to as well. I mean, heaven forbid that, all we need is a multimeter and a ratchet, maybe a set of gauges. But you say you don't use your gauges that often, so just a multimeter, I guess. It's cute dealing with 120, 110 volt and 220, 240, 600. We in the 600 club over here. Right on point again, flow. AC works. Coolant level is fine. No heating issue. Like, you don't have an overheating issue? I mean, you'd have to get that diagnosed because at this point, thermostat, air pocket. No, if you got a thermostat, if it's stuck open, that could cause a heater issue because the coolant's not heating up. I mean, but to be honest, you just at this point you'd have to take it in, get it diagnosed. Fluffy, is there any work that intimidates you? Not really. I mean, working on other makes and models, but that's about it. And you don't want me to get comfortable working on other makes and models. It would blow your mind how much walking a dealer tech does in a day. It's wild. Yeah, yeah. I've been putting in my steps because I'm on one side of the shop doing this freaking. I'm on one side of the shop where my toolbox is. Right. Don't come at me because I have a roller, but everything else is in my box. And then the van I'm working on, because it's a fucking high rise, so I have to use a special lift for that one. And I'm doing this all freaking day, climbing in it into the engine bay, climbing out of the engine bay because I forgot something, climbing back in. Oh, man, it was a pain in the ass. We have equipment that goes up to 4260 volts. Show it, or it don't happen. That's kind of rare. Go out to car, go to parts, go back to car, go talk to the advisor, go back to car, park car, walk to computer, finish paperwork, walk to walk back to toolbox over. Don't forget trying to find a car on the lot too. If your car's been running for a while and your lower hose is still cold, it's probably a thermostat issue. User, your lower hose is always going to be cooler than your upper hose. But you know what, Fluffy, you're getting exercise and you're making money. Yeah, that's a fact. I think the most I walked in a day at work was like 6 miles. That's it. That's it. Remember, people say 100. Oh, 100 as 100 is. Oh, babe, snorkel, we can't do that, bro. Only 6 miles. I talk like that all the time. It's in my culture. The more you move, oh, what the fuck is this? The more you move, the longer you live. Hey, there you go. I've heard of people slowing down and then they start getting all these issues and stuff after they retire. That's gross. Yeah, because I kept having to walk back and forth across a mall roof while doing a helicopter lift. Dave, your camera looks like shit.
What?
Your camera looks like shit.
Why is that?
I don't know. It looks fuzzy.
Does
Or-
it?
Are you using the right one?
Yeah. It's fuzzy?
Like the colors are blown out. Like when you have a dirty camera, that's what it looks like.
A second. I clean it. Give me a minute.
All right. Yes, but when your upper hose is hot and your lower hose is cold to the touch, thermostat is not opening. On the Rogue, trying to think. I don't remember if that one has a thermostat. Some of them have 2 thermostats. But if the thermostat's not opening, then you're going to be overheating. Either way. So there's that. Yeah, because I have to work. Is the VC turbo 3-cylinder reliable? We got rid of our 24 Rogue when the recall came out. I cannot say whether it's reliable or not. The 24 Rogue so far is not affected. It's only the 20. I want to say 21 through 24, or 21 through 23. But I know for sure 22, 23 has the recall. I got you, Fluff. Oh my god! Have you ever had a vehicle so complicating that your shop couldn't figure it out? No, already no. Once I get on it, we figure it out. And if I can't figure it out, then we put multiple heads together and then we end up figuring it out. And it's usually something dumb that I'm overlooking.
Is that better or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot better. Now it doesn't look like your ear is like shining a light off. Busy week for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get into it with your with your upper management.
Nah, I just ignore their asses. It was busy this week because one of our guys is on vacation and the other one had the flu. So we're down 2 guys in the back this week.
Yeah. Damn.
Which happens. I mean, what are you gonna do about it?
Cry about it. Like Sergio says. Okay, I'm done talking smack. I don't want y'all to cry. It might slip. Walking. Hell, I'm not slipping no more. I got some. I finally got some boots. I fucking hate them. They look good. I don't like them. They hurt my fucking toes.
What's that?
Fucking steel toe boots.
Would they make you wear them where you work now?
Mm-mm. But they pay for them.
What kind of boots did you buy?
Some Ariats.
I'm down to just 2 pair of work boots right now. I got a pair of Red Wings I use, and I got a pair of Carolinas I use.
Their area, the Chelsea boots. But right there, right, and it's my big toe mainly, right where it fucking bends, where that fucking steel plate is. Fuck, bro, that shit hurts. Guess who's flat right now? You, Turbo.
Yeah,
What's your favorite tool
I
to
like
use that you love
I
to
like the
shop?
pair of I like my Carolina work boots I have. Those are real comfortable. They feel like you got tennis shoes on. They feel like you're wearing tennis shoes. They're real cushy.
Yeah. Oh, these ones. Dude, my knee started hurting. I was like, what the hell? There's like no fucking cushion in these damn boots.
But see,
And
the
they're
ones I
heavy.
have, the Carolinas I wear, that's what the boot of choice. Then I've insulated Red Wings I wear.
Mm-hmm.
Sergio's talking about Thorogoods. I do have a pair of Thorogoods too that are insulated. They're nice. The Thorogoods are nice. I don't mind them either. The only thing I have a problem with
Nice, thick, wide.
all the boots I have, the problem I'm noticing as I get older, I can be honest, I shouldn't even say it. It makes me sound like an old man.
I mean, you are an old man.
Fuck you. Anyway, dude, when I was sick in the hospital for almost 2 weeks, do you know what fucked me up going back to work? I was in the hospital for like 11 days.
Putting boots back on.
Putting those boots back on, dude, was murder on my fucking legs. They were so fucking heavy. You lose a lot of strength when you get a little bit older and you're down laying in a bed all fucking for 10, 12 days, you know. But I didn't realize how heavy those boots were until I started to go back to work after I was in the hospital. I mean, I'm fine now. They don't bug me now, but they were murder on my legs. About 4 or 5 hours into my workday, I'd be like lifting my legs up like I had cinder blocks connected to my feet. Like, holy shit.
That's how I feel like when I'm sick out for a couple days and then I go back or I take a vacation. I go back to work. My first day, I'm fucking pouring sweat. I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, fucking every little thing, I'm just drenched. I'm like, what the hell?
I'm only what, like 20 years older than you?
No.
No, you're what, 34?
Yeah, you're like 70.
Yeah. I'll be 51. Can you believe that? 51.
Damn.
Never thought I'd live that long.
Never thought I'd live this long. 6 wide. Who the hell would wear a 6 wide? I mean, I can probably think of some people, but that's wild. Flat rate is a scam. It's been a very brutal week for me. 60 hours flagged at 157 hours clocked in for 2 weeks.
Wait a
What's that?
minute.
You're running
157
hours on the clock?
Yeah, how the fuck you running 80 hours on the clock?
Working 7 days a week or pulling 16-hour shifts or what?
And you only got 60 hours flagged, working 80? Or working 160 in 2 weeks? That is brutal.
Oh, Two's banter always hits.
I'm trying to
right.
think. You know how long it's been since I put in more hours than I flagged? I'm talking for a week. The last time I worked more hours in a week than I flagged. Do you know when that was, Fluff?
When you got sick?
No, I wasn't clocking any hours. I'm saying when the last time I clocked more hours than I worked. The last time I clocked more hours than I flagged was probably the first 2 weeks when they had to shut down for COVID.
Damn.
And after that, when we advertised that we're open and in business and we didn't have any mandates, like didn't give a shit if you came in our shop with or without a mask or any of that stuff. We just said we work on everything, took anybody in, and all other shops were acting like, everybody was going to get them killed and stuff. We got very busy. We were only slow for like 2.5 weeks during COVID. After that, we were unbelievably busy. And I still say that's a big reason why the business I work for, their business is so strong now, is I think we stole a shit ton of people's regular customers during COVID because they were by credit card only, touchless or contactless service. Everybody was like locking their showrooms down and keeping people's cars, just not being friendly.
Yeah.
And we were saying, hey, we're open. We'll do anything, anybody's car. We don't give a shit. We even let them sit in our showroom. You could sit here and wait. We didn't care. because I'm so old. I didn't give a shit if I got COVID and died. But the way I looked at it when COVID happened is like, I'm
So old.
the way I looked at it when COVID happened, I'm like, dude, ain't no damn virus gonna kill me, okay? No, no ammonia. I mean, dude, I drank more beer, smoked more cigarettes, and ain't COVID could do to me.
You lived past that, the good die young.
Yeah, you ain't getting me with no damn virus. Dude. I still laugh to this day when I see people driving down the road wearing a freaking mask all over.
I can't stand that. I see
in
people in the stores like that too. Like
they're all alone in their car, windows rolled up. You know, of course, the windows are rolled up. It's 8 degrees outside. I mean, windows are rolled down. Is when you should start thinking, what's wrong with that person? It's like 8 degrees outside, but I still see them, mask on, covered up, driving down the road, windows closed, all by themselves in the car. And like, and they wonder why they don't feel good. Well, how do you like breathing your own breath all day?
I know some people, man. I don't know how they can put up with that. Some people, they're. Whew.
Well, it's actually in a lot of your Asian.
I don't even know if they know that their breath is kicking.
Well, I'm saying in a lot of your Asian countries, it's very common for people to mask up all the time in public and stuff. Like in India, Bangladesh, it's not that uncommon at all. But it's here in the United States, still to this day, to see people driving down the road
with a mask.
Yeah. See, what I deal with all customer pay, so I never have to worry about warranty times. It's hard for a shop as busy as we are. For a shop as busy as the shop is that I work for, as busy as our place is, I'm trying to think how often any of the guys don't beat flat rate. Every once in a while, we'll have one of the techs had a shit week, got fucked up on a car that maybe went hour for hour, just slightly better. All the guys in our shop beat flat rate by at least 10%, 20%. Yeah. My average productivity is about 145% right now. And I'd say our shop.
It's because you're cutting corners.
Our shop is probably 125 as a whole. Our technicians are probably 125% productive.
Well, that's not bad.
I have some guys that don't really care. They're happy for hour. They don't really care if they blow away the fucking flat rate.
I don't care to blow it away anymore.
But we also charge right, We charge right for the shit too.
We see, but for real, Thorogood steel toes are the most comfy. See, I wouldn't know because this is my first legit pair of boots. I'm gonna say legit because I had some fucking Brahms from Walmart just for tech school because we're required to wear steel toes, and then that was my my experience with
comfort in a boot. I would definitely have to say the Red Wings no longer win. My old Red Wings from years ago once broke in. They were like my go-to boot. Red Wing don't make any of the top top 3 models I used to like buying all the years I worked. Now they got all these new super sole bullshit things and stuff that I don't find to be that comfortable. Thorogoods are still good. I'd still say out of all work boots I've ever had, my most comfortable work boot is still the one model of Carolinas that I have. I said it feels like you're wearing tennis shoes with them on. Other than the weight of them, I'm saying just the cushiness.
Yeah.
They're not the longest lasting work boot I have.
I wore my Jordans today. It's like, oh man, I missed this. It didn't feel like I was walking on concrete the whole day. Dave, you're extremely old. DLC for Christ. Say something, Dave. Say something.
I saw what he said.
Only 13 years older.
Isn't DLC close to my age?
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's cutting them corners, bro. The shop is open 7 days a week. I go in. You're at a dealer. They're not allowed to be open 7 days a week. Something ain't adding up. There's a law that requires them to be closed one day out of the weekend. They're not allowed to be open both weekend days. If you're flat rate, you're probably not getting paid overtime, so don't work more than 40 hours. I hit on average, I probably hit like 45, 47 clock hours. I had nothing but diag tickets this whole week. I've never diagnosed before or ever worked on cars, so I had to figure things out.
Dude,
They didn't start you flat rate on the lube rack. Normally, they start you flat rate on the lube rack
years
or
ago,
express to get used to that.
Years ago, I used to break 100 hours a week.
That's wild.
Back in my days working at Firestone,
Wage theft.
in my 30s, dude, I'd break 100 hours a week. Working probably 55, 60-ish. I'd flag 100. It's so easy to flag hours there. It wasn't funny.
It's a pain in the ass.
Back then, I'm saying it was easy.
So
much shit paid well and was so easy to do. Today, it's harder.
It's fucking expensive. It's expensive on the customer.
Well, it's a lot
so
harder.
Much.
You don't have a lot of shops out there that pay like
now.
4 hours that once you learn all the tricks, you get it done in 45 minutes or hour and a half. Or the flat rate times are getting closer and closer to realistic times. And in some cases, the flat rate times are bullshit. They're not even realistic. They're way too low.
Mm-hmm.
But years ago, flat rate was easy to beat once you got pretty efficient.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the day that I can do a freaking VC turbo Rogue engine and beat the time.
But when I was a lot younger, I also worked a lot differently. I never took a break. I never stopped and bullshit with nobody. I was like methodical. I was like a machine. Just kept going and going and going. I was like, turn those hours. Now, if I tried to work like that, it's like, fuck that.
I can't stay on one spot like that. Wage theft is common, very common. But that's all on us. Like we choose to work for places that pay flat rate. We choose to not make a difference. We choose to not say something and stand up against it. When I say we, I'm talking about the industry.
I think
there's not enough people out there talking about it.
I think it's going to change quite a bit this year, and I think it's going to have to start changing. They're short, dude. They're short in all skilled trades.
It's not going to hit the dealerships first. I know that.
The skilled trades is going to get more respected. They're going to become more respected than they already are now, and it'll continue to go that way. Like, I don't know, like for Sergio, I don't know how his industry is in his neck of the woods, like down in Southern California there. But like here in Michigan, I mean, the HVAC techs here, they're doing very well. I mean, the rates of pay just keep climbing and climbing and climbing because there's a shortage of them.
Mm-hmm.
So companies are competing for the skilled techs. So you can't abuse them anymore. You got to give them a fair wage, fair pay, fair benefits, so on and so forth. Same with techs. The shops just keep raising their rates. I actually feel bad for customers. Seems like for a mechanic to get another $2 an hour, a shop has to raise their labor $12 an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
That's if you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky. I mean, here in shops charge $200 an hour now is not uncommon at all. Dealers are over 200.
I was at 50. I was at 50 the last 3 or 4 months. I was at the last shop, and when we had gotten that last pay raise, the shop labor rate went up $25 to accommodate 2 master technicians that were at that 50-hour mark or $50 mark. everybody else was in the 20s and 30s.
See, that's
So
the
you
whole
know how
problem.
much more
That's the whole
money they're
problem.
making off of
Yes.
those guys?
Yes, that's the whole problem. $200 an hour, and you got guys working for $20 an hour flat rate in the back shop. First of all, you're insulting them. You're insulting them. None of these technicians should be working for $20 an hour, hourly or flat rate. None of them should be. And I hate how a dealer sits there or a shop sits there and says, well, they're not making $20 an hour. They're actually at 150% productivity. So they're actually getting paid. They're making like $30 an hour per hour they're at the shop. You're paying them $20 an hour for every hour you're collecting $200 for. That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You're exploiting them.
Dave doesn't cut corners. He uses his experience. I average 2 to 4 hours a day. Damn, why so low? I know it's time to get new boots when my feet start hurting because the insoles are toast. I mean, do you use the insoles that come with the boots, or do you get some custom ones, I guess? I have to come to work every day so I could stack up my hours. Good thing we're open 7 days a week. And I had a day off since I moved up to flat rate. How long has that been? I wasn't consistently producing over 100% on flat rate until about 10 years in, and I've always done lots of diags since I started. So it's always hard to make hours. It's part of learning. I haven't been 100% in probably the past 2 years. I'm 53. That's it, Shannon. You're a youngin'. Sounds like you're being exploited on flat rate. Exploitation of the green text is common. If I didn't work 7 days, I would be making less than what I was making when I was hourly express. So thankful we 7 days a week is crazy.
How many tickets you get a day, Turbo?
Turbo, you're at a dealership, aren't you? Or you at an independent? You could make more doing something else at that point and be happier, less personal investment. You're on the road to burnout.
Yeah, that's important. Don't overwork. Get this with any fucking job, unless you enjoy it that much.
I've literally learned so much in a month, but at the cost of my own time, and energy, but so worth it because it's started just doing oil changes.
And for me, I've gotten to a point in time in my life where time is more valuable.
That's Rogers, right?
I appreciate the free time more than I do. Time off matters to me now.
Yes. Oh yeah, it does.
Didn't matter to me the first 10 years so much as it does now.
Yeah, I definitely take advantage of my time off. And there's days I'm like, I don't feel like going in today. Fuck it. I'm not going in. I used to be so eager to get back to work, and now I'm like, 1 more day, 2 more days. It's only because we're super dead until things start picking back up in a month or two. I'll be doing 5 to 6 days a week instead of every day, but I have rent and other bills to pay. Every hour counts. I'd rather be at work than at home doing nothing.
Well, we're talking about something here right now that's actually a big problem in this business, and that's where flat rate should probably be abolished, but then you have to pay everybody well.
Appreciate the likes, Mike.
You know, the dealerships let everybody suffer during the slow times. Like, it is not uncommon for it to be slow December through end of February. You got that Christmas time. They don't want to spend damn thing on their car. They avoid repairs at all costs. And then they have that hangover from Christmas, and they try to stay away from your ass January, February. School starts in September. That's usually, or August in some areas. That's usually a slow period. I mean, and then when the dealers are when everybody's busy, especially summer months. Summer months are always prime for the auto repair. One reason is no matter what part of the country you're in, people open up their windows. They hear shit. It gets hot. They don't like to sweat, so on and so forth. And believe it or not, heat's just as hard on a car as cold. So
what's funny is
they don't mind. The businesses don't mind raking in the dough during the big months, and they think, oh, the techs are stupid. They love it. Look at all that money they're making flagging all those hours. Now the dealer's making a killing while you're flagging all those hours, and then they laugh at you. Look at, they're still showing up for work for free when it's slow. They laugh at you. The ownership and the management laughs at you. That's why they got to get rid of flat rate. But you will never get rid of flat rate until you'll never get rid of flat rate until you have enough companies out there offering good hourly rates of pay.
Appreciate the follow, Mike. I don't think that people on TikTok can hear Dave. No, they can't. We're so dead. There's 15 texts and like 20-ish appointments a day. I dealt with that. I dealt with less vehicles than the amount of texts in the shop. You can make the same money or better at a different job, though. Not worth it. Shop is over. But they like to do that. They like to overhire. But they can't have a guarantee. You know, there would be a guarantee if they didn't have this fucking mindset of, oh, well, you're going to have people taking advantage of it. Yeah. And when they take advantage of it, you correct it. Get them out of there.
Our industry loves to overstaff and know they're not paying an hourly rate of pay when it's dead as shit. All they can do is covering benefits and the minimum wage by law. They love having it there because they always, well, if we get busy, at least we got the people. They never can find that happy middle where everybody's still doing good, and when it gets busy, everybody does excellent. And when it's down, everybody still does good. No, overload it so the shop can make all the money, all the profits, say yes to everything that they could when it's busy, and when it's dead, fuck them. That's the mentality of the man.
Look, Chris. What's funny is where I came from. They would freak out if a car stayed overnight without being touched. So the mentality they had was have their shop full. That way, every car that comes in that day gets same-day diagnosis. Now we have a freaking computer system that likes to act up, and if it acts up, you can't scan the vehicle. Can't scan the vehicle to do relearns, to do programs, to do nothing. During the slow times of ownership is usually on their third or fourth vacation of the year. Yeah, and then they come back and what happened to the numbers? Yo, love and FM fam, I'm exhausted. Just got back from my daughter's birthday party. Have a good night. Blessings to you all. Appreciate you coming through, Chris, even though it was real quick. No money for half the year, and then you make a lot of money on the other half of the year. It's insane. Well, I'm glad where I'm at right now. They know that, when it's slow, it's real slow. And when it's busy, they know we can handle it for now. But we'll see how long that lasts. I know we got one of the loop techs trying to work his way up. So we'll see how that works out. So it's sad how exploited y'all are, but keep sucking flat rates dong. I mean, if we want to work on cars, what do you expect? What are we supposed to do? Not work? Go be an HVAC tech and hate life? Because we got to be on the roof and complain about having to carry our tools everywhere? It's very hard to find a good shop that's busy, but most places are slow. And there's few places that aren't. I just don't know which ones.
I'll tell you right now, if you want consistent busy, you will never beat a very high quality, highly respected independent shop. I found that. I mean, all the techs I work with, out of all the techs I work with right now, I'm the only tech that's never been at a dealership. All the guys in my shop have been at dealerships throughout their career, and none of them would ever go back, they claim, because it's just so comfortable, it's so consistent. We're never slow.
No, Sergio, you're babied. All right, bro. You're babied. Don't hate life. At least I get paid for every hour you don't work. You forgot don't. Don't. See, us, we have to work for our pay. Not just to collect. Collect. Oh, I had to drive 30 minutes. There was traffic. Flat rate isn't too bad if you're skilled and efficient. At the bottom of the ladder is brutal. I'm a body tech. Sometimes it's worse than being a mechanic. The shitty thing about being a body tech is y'all don't get paid until the job is paid, or the right until the customers pick up. At least I don't have to spend money to go to work.
The body techs I know, I'm good friends with quite a few guys that work in body shops. But once again, these are independent. They're not big chains, and they're not dealerships, and their flat rates are lower than ours, but they turn high hours. Like, I know a guy's a painter for a body shop, and his average week he turns between 150 and 160 hours a week.
Yeah, but what's his pay rate?
I think his pay rate is like 18 an hour.
God. See, that's the thing though, because they do bill a lot of hours, but their pay,
rates are lower.
Shitty.
Their pay rates are lower, but the rate the insurance company pays out like 3 different rates.
Like 50, 60, 70.
Yeah, for the body labor is one labor, mechanical's another, heavy like repair or frame repair, and then they got paint labor. It's all different rates.
See that
I don't know what paint labor what they pay in paint labor for insurance companies on average is now.
Dealerships, I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but when they are connected to a body shop, meaning in their auto group, they have a body shop that does repairs, does repairs. And if the insurance comes out and there's body damage and the body damage is getting repaired along with the mechanical work, they will send the whole repair to a body shop to pay their rates.
Yeah.
We lose a lot of money like that. Because we'll do the diagnosis. We'll think, oh, yeah, it's insurance. Fuck yeah. Even though they're going to send us fucking used parts. Oh, nope. The bumper needs to get painted. Send it to the body shop. Get everything done over there. Then when the body shop fucks up, they send it to us. And we have to figure out what they fucked up. Work 6 to 7 hours a day per day and earn 8 to 12 hours most days. Come in late and leave early almost daily. I wish I could leave early. The only thing I like about dealership life is the repetitiveness, a lot of familiarity with the brand instead of having to figure things out. Learn. You're guaranteed.
See, I don't know. I see where he's coming from. I see where Turbo's coming from on that, but I gotta be honest with you. I work at an independent shop, and on my job board, I currently have a Ford Transit 250 to work on. I have a ProMaster to work on. I have a Jeep Compass to work on. I have a Ford Escape to work on. I have a Chevy Silverado on my hook to work on. Thinking a Ford Explorer, a Lexus 350 ES. That's what I can think of off the top of my head. And I am extremely confident on each one of those makes and models I just spoke of. And it doesn't seem to me like I'm working on something unfamiliar or something I got to learn. I go right at it like I work on those cars every day. It's no issue to me. And I enjoy the fact that they're all different. They're all not the same damn Ford, and they're not all the same damn Chevy or the same. What I like this variety.
Yeah.
But I've been doing this my whole life. I've never had the luxury of working on one car line ever in my life.
Y'all tell me if there's an echo.
What you trying to do?
Use the speakers instead. Is there an echo or no?
I'm not hearing an echo.
Let's see. Until somebody says there's an echo, then we'll keep it like that.
Working on all different car lines. I mean, sometimes when I got to get into bigger repairs, like heavier engine repair and stuff, timing chains, timing belts, yeah, I have to look up service info on it, make sure I have the tools to do it. Or do I, can I get around specialty tools and just hold shit with wrenches? And, I look it up to make sure timing marks are lined up, all that. I mean, but a lot of the stuff I know off the top of my head.
Yep. Shit, I hate
common repairs. You have common repairs of every make and model out there. And if you're working on them all, you get used to them all.
See, I got to the point where I'm just, I am not trying to fucking hustle and, because, and this is true too. The more you fucking do, the more they expect out of you.
Yeah, you want to just you got to work smart, not harder. Work smarter, not harder. Like for me, I'm an independent, but I'll go head to head. I'll go head to head any day of the week and all day
now
long.
We can hear the old dude.
Who said that?
DLC.
Fuck you, DLC. I'm not supposed to cuss. I forgot. Like I'll go head to head with. You can give me a 30-year veteran Chrysler tech. I'll go ahead. Bring me JT. I'll go head to head with them on a freaking 3.6.
Should we start doing mechanic battles?
No, I'm saying I could go head to head with
battles.
Speed wise, I'm saying speed wise.
That's what I'm saying.
I could close my eyes and do everything a freaking Chrysler tech can do. All the common repairs because I see them just as much as they do.
Oil coolers,
and not just much. He might see
engine mounts. Lifters.
You know what's interesting? What's interesting is the last time I talked
everything under the radiator cap.
Last time I talked to JT, he still hasn't seen any of those freaking camshaft failures. I mean, it's been a while since I talked to him. The last time you had him on, we never brought it up. But the one time I did talk to him, wasn't all that long ago, maybe 8 months ago. He still hadn't seen where the newest Pentastars with the variable valve lift. He hadn't come across.
And if he has, he's being hush.
Yeah, he hasn't come across the camshaft issues with them.
There's some stuff we got to stay.
Yeah, I know. You got to be careful about what you say about stuff.
Yeah. See, at this point, 35 years old, I can work pretty lax pace and still flag 100, 110, 120 a paycheck. So I just don't work as hard as I used to anymore. I think I'm happy. I know I'm lucky for sure. I used to work at Body Shop where I was making 50% commission rate. That's good. I would not make it as a flat rate at an independent. I don't have the experience for it. That's where you gain experience. So,
well, I tell you, if you're talking like suspension work, brake work, you should be blowing flat rate out the water once you get efficient. I don't care what kind of vehicle it is, front end work, suspension, brake work is a joke. I don't care. I don't care if it's a Nissan Sentra or a freaking Ford Focus. They're freaking almost identical. They're a joke. Control arms are bolt, boom, 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 off.
When the shop doesn't figure, and I'm not talking about specializing, I'm talking about where the tech is strong at. So, like, if you have somebody like me who is hard of hearing, why are you going to give them a noise complaint? That shouldn't go to somebody who can't fucking hear.
Well, true. A lot of shops will ask, what's your weak point? What's your weak point? What don't you like to do? And I'll tell you right now, when I have to interview a technician that we're going to bring on board, you know what the most common thing is they tell me? when you ask what their weaknesses are, if they
What?
felt as though if they have a weakness, what would they think their weakness is? There's usually two things that I get told.
Noise complaints?
No,
No?
they don't even think about bringing that up. The two most common weaknesses I hear are, well, say I'll go three. I don't know shit about transmissions. Okay, we're not a trans shop, but all we do is R&R transmissions. We're not ripping them down and rebuilding them. But the most common one would be European cars. I'm not comfortable working on European cars. I hear that very frequently when we've interviewed technicians. And the second one would be interior work, dash work. Many of the guys I've interviewed with over the years, that's one of the things they say. They don't like doing dash work. And I've actually had guys tell me, you put me in dash work, I'll break every damn panel. I'll crack this. I just don't have the finesse for that brittle, hard shit. And I actually asked one of the guys, because he still works with me. He's worked with me for years now. I actually asked him one time, and he's helping me pull a dash out of a freaking car.
I said, you don't like this shit.
I said, Chris, I know why the car I was working on was fucking disgusting, dude. I said, Chris, I know why you say you can't do dash work. It ain't because you can't do it. You were smart by saying you don't want anything to do with dash work and interior work. I said, that was your way of staying out of these dirty ass cars these fucking customers bring us. He looked at me and says, he goes, you know it, bro. You know it. He goes, plus I'm a little too fat to get in here and work on these dashboards.
Nah, nah.
But he's a big boy. He's not, I wouldn't say fat's a good word. He's a big boy though. He's like 6'3". He's 6'3" and about 290.
That ain't bad.
No, he's built. I mean, he's big. You get him on a dashboard job on a car, that whole dash got to come out. Dude, he's pulling the seats out the car, the center console, give him some room to work. He don't like having to do extra work to get this shit out. I don't know. He's just not good at
If my fat butt can do it, he can do it. I'm also a foot shorter, but
just saying that's common though. I hear texts and I've had to interview European cars, BMW, Mercedes, so on. They don't like those. And they don't like dash work. That's a common thing to hear from a tech when I've had to interview.
See, you will stagnate at the dealership unless you're taking full advantage of all the paid training. True. Cars are 96% same bumper to bumper.
It's amazing, though, from a technician standpoint, what is the mental blocker there? Because I know I have a lot of friends out there. I mean, I've been doing this for over 30 years. And so I know a lot of people, and I can tell you right now, if my buddy Jacob that works at a freaking Suburban Chrysler has a beef with the service manager and doesn't want to work there anymore, or gets dead, or they push him out the door, he flips out like, oh my God, what Chrysler dealer am I going to go to? I'm like, dude, why is it got to be Chrysler dealer? I ain't working on no Ford. I ain't working on no Chevy. I ain't working on no Honda. So many dealer techs get instilled in their head that outside that car line, they can't fix a car. I don't understand that.
We can. We just don't. I know me personally. I don't want to run into an issue where
you feel like you're at a whole new learning curve, or
no, I don't run where I have to buy more tools just to accommodate.
That I can understand, because I'll tell you right now, I can guarantee you my tool collection is probably a lot different than yours, and it's not
I'm at the point, Dave. You want to know how much I spent? I don't even have my shit with me right now. I spent $800 at Mac last year with Mac, and I spent $1,200 with Matco. I spent $2,000 in tools in a year. That ain't shit.
Well, I really don't know how much.
A tenth of what I normally spend.
I don't even want to know what I spent last year on tools. But what I spent on tools last year versus what I absolutely had to spend on tools last year are two totally different things. You got to understand, I'm at a point in time in my career where I'm different than you. I own a home. I own more than one home.
Yeah.
My kids are grown now. My youngest is going to be 20 years old. Not married anymore. I mean, I'm what 15, like 18ish years, almost 18 years older than you. You know, things are a little different for me financially. I mean, you're still younger. So wife, your girl, you still have your girl. I mean, you got to be a little more careful about money. You just don't go piss away $500 on a tool because it's cool and you like it.
I mean, a couple years I was.
I'm saying though,
it came to a point.
a lot of tools. What I'm trying to say is a lot of the
anymore.
tools I bought last year was just that. It was just me frivolously buying shit. It's not because I needed it.
Y'all remember I was buying tools just to show off on the channel. Just
Yeah, I know how that.
that's what people wanted to see. But I'm not at that point anymore. Now I'm trying to be smarter about, getting on the truck, and
I find Honda's very.
there's stuff I need now, and I'm like, does Amazon have it? Just get me by.
I have no problem. I tell you what, car line I don't like to work on when you get into really funky ass problems. Like we're talking electrical, like
Chevy,
diagnostic. No, diagnostic. Ford. Some of their systems just don't make sense. Dude, I could take a 2000. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. 2007 Ford F3 or E350 or E250. And literally, for a fact you got 2 dead coils in it. It's misfiring like hell. And that thing will drive down the road shaking like a bitch and won't even set a misfire code.
That's crazy.
I don't know how Ford gets away with this. Just some of their systems. Ford is great about saying change with good known part instead of really explaining what you should see. As you're going through the diag tree, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nissan, Toyota, Honda, GM, Chrysler, they're all building and designing shit kind of all on the same page. Ford's a little bit different and out there on some of their stuff.
Oh, shit. Unless if I had a really good source to look up for repairs and years of experience and knowledge with critical thinking, I can work on cars. Maybe you need to put yourself in that kind of position.
Hondas are
where you challenge yourself. Variety is good.
On Hondas. Sell maintenance on Hondas. No reason why you can't flag 40 plus hours a week just on maintenance work. On a Honda. Honda customers love to buy maintenance because they're told that at the point of even buying the car, especially if they bought the car new, that car salesman sells them, and that car lasts forever if you maintain it. For me, at an independent shop, I have no problem getting a Honda customer to maintain their vehicle. Most of them. If I tell them, hey, you got 90,000 miles on your freaking 3.5 liter Odyssey, you should think about a timing belt. And they, oh yeah, give me a quote. I give them a quote for a timing belt, a water pump, cam seals, crank seal, tensioners, guides, the whole 9 yards. Oh yeah, great. Go ahead, do it. I never really have a hard time. With loyal Honda owners, they take care of their vehicles.
I wish Nissan owners were like that.
Subarus are pretty good too. So are Toyota owners, the loyal ones that just buy the same brand year over and over and over again. I find they're very loyal. Very good at taking. They're good about maintaining them.
Yo, Dad's Garage. I did 3 or 4. The first couple months I was at this shop, I got 3 or 4 jobs where I had to pull the dash. 3 of them were HVAC boxes, and then one of them was a harness. And I got stuck with them. I'm like, how the fuck? And then the other guys are doing transmission.
Well, you do a whole interior harness?
Huh?
What kind of a harness did you have to do? The whole interior harness?
Main harness, dash harness. For a burnt connector that they didn't want me to replace. They wanted me to put a harness in it.
Dude, I had to do a harness years ago.
Was upset. After I already made the repair, and I go to submit for payment to get it approved. And they're like, no, you need to put a harness on. I'm like, what? Because that connector wasn't available. And I used a used connector.
We had a customer years ago call us up about it. It was a Chevy Uplander. It's back when Chevy made a minivan. Called them, hey, asked our service rate, would you guys put a harness in this whatever your Uplander it is? It's an interior harness. Service right away. Oh yeah, my guy has to do it.
No.
Lined it all up, dude. I had to take it was a whole fucking interior harness, dude. It did. Chevrolet's are idiots. They're idiots, those fucking engineers. I mean, the whole interior harness, dude. It was all because this was a floral vehicle. They were florist. So it was not a high-end model Uplander, but they had flowers and shit they're delivering everywhere. And they get water in them, and the water would pour out. Well, GM for years on this Uplander and Ventures and all these damn minivans they made. The fuel pump, the rear ABS, wheel speed sensors, the whole night, all the EVAP shit, had one main harness that came from the interior harness, and it fed through behind the driver's seat, kind of like under where like the rear passenger seat would have been.
Yeah.
It fed through a plug. The harness had a plug. It ran through, and then a harness underneath the car plugged into it. Even if they didn't do floral work, just it was a daily driver, that would get corroded. Next thing you know, the fuel pump wouldn't work. It just was, everything would rot out. But GM made this whole harness, this interior harness, before they made a repair kit for it. But I had to do on the whole harness one time. I had to take the headliner out of the car, the carpeting, the flooring out of the car, the whole damn interior came out of the car. I mean, the whole interior came out of the car to change this stupid ass, almost $2,000 harness that they never had any splits in it where you could do sub harnesses and stuff. It was one whole main thing.
I had
a big ass
one like that.
What's the shit?
I had one like that in a Versa, like a 2015, 2016 Versa. Went from it went through the firewall, right? Had some connections there. Then it went from the engine bay. It came back through the firewall, connected to the main harness, and then split off. And then it went under the seats for like airbag and shit like that. Then it shot to the back for the fuel pump, fuel level, evap stuff. Then it went all the way to the rear tail lights, trunk lid, reverse lights, all that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to deal with that on a Chevy Uplander years ago. I could not believe that they never had any splits in this harness. Made it one big ass $2,000 harness.
Shit, it paid good though, like 26 hours.
It paid good, but dude, you know what was getting me worried? Is where the hell am I going to put all this shit I'm taking out of this damn van where it's not going to get all fucked up and dirty in the shop? I was running out of places to set all the stuff I was taking out of it. I mean, I don't have an extra whole empty bay to throw, interior of a car.
Why not?
Our shop's tight.
Too bad you aren't. Yeah, I did control arms last night. Took me 3 hours for both sides. Struggled putting them back in and taking them out. I just couldn't get the bushing to fit in there properly and align the bolt. And the Honda.
What kind of a Honda, VTech? They give me an idea of his skill level. Honda control arms. Now, how long would it take me I need to know what kind of Honda. How long would it take me to do? Depends if I'm smoking a cigarette and eating pizza and drinking a beer, or if I'm not.
I'll never change an odometer warning light bulb again. Only hard part about Euros is the tooling required. They're nearly impossible to do much without the scan tool capability or special service tools that are always model specific. Gets expensive. Be nice, old dude, be nice. That's me. Been with Honda for 3 years. I'm so used to that brand. I don't want to switch up to anything else because the whole learning curve is going to be like starting all over again and uncomfortable. I feel you on that one. Work at a Ford dealer body shop. I love working on aluminum. Luma bodies. Honda isn't doing anything much different than any other make. When it comes to like Nissan, Honda, Toyota, they're very similar.
That is the one downside, though. The one comment about the tooling for Euro cars. The tooling to work on all makes and models can be very expensive, but if you work for a good independent shop, your basic hand tools, yeah, you're going to still have to buy all the different shit. But any of the specialty tools, if you have a good owner, good manager, the shop's buying it. At least having one set of specialty tools like timing belt tools or any of that shit. You got to buy it. It's the cost of doing business. I mean, it shouldn't be on the technician. But I will say, like, my tool collection, that necessary tool collection I have to depend on a weekly, daily basis, is much larger than what Fluffy would need to work at Nissan. I mean, I don't think Nissan uses triple squares.
Hell no.
I don't think Nissan's using Torque Plus. I don't,
Hell no.
Just a lot of shit. 12, 14, 10, 12, 14, 18.
21.
Yeah, 21. Nissan's pretty simplistic with they haven't gotten any crazy shit tooling wise. Sure, on their newest cars they do.
I hate when they change up the bolt sizes. I'm like, what the fuck? Because you're so used to reaching for a certain size. What the fuck?
I was watching something interesting about Nissan and their downfall in the Nissan's downfall right now, like the corporation having a little bit of a rough time.
Yeah,
That has nothing to do with the United States. Their sales globally are taking a good kick in the balls, but in the United States, sales are still strong.
yeah. I don't know.
They're not having a problem in the U.S. They're having a problem globally, so they're doing something wrong outside the U.S.
Yeah,
Nissan's still a very common and popular car here.
it said that they're pulling out of all 7 global markets. I don't know what that.
Well, what car company is really starting to fall on their ass here in the United States?
Dodge.
They don't fix it. They're going to be history.
Dodge.
Oh yeah,
FCA.
Chrysler, Dodge. Chrysler's basically history already. What does Chrysler make right now? Gas power besides the Pacifica. Is there another car they make that's labeled a Chrysler?
Is Chrysler even making the Pacifica still?
I believe so. I don't think they make a 200. The 300's gone. The 200 they ditched. You got the Jeep, you got Ram, and you got Chrysler Pacifica and EVs they might have added into it or hybrids. I'm trying to think. I did not know that Dodge Rams, like Ram pickup truck sales, half-ton pickups, have all in the last 2 years, they've dropped to only having about 14% of the American market share.
For trucks.
Yeah, for trucks.
Damn.
Which is shit. I mean, that's a dramatic drop from where they were. In other words, another year or two of bad sales, especially with new additions and new designs and things. They're done. They're going to be what? Stellantis, to my knowledge, what I hear from engineers I know that work for them, they're up for sale. Stellantis wants to sell the Ram brand. They want to sell the Jeep brand. And they want to get the hell out of Dodge. They want to get out of here. They want to go back to do their thing in Europe and Italy. And they want to make, what did he tell me? They were going to get into making some type of accessories for cars. I forgot what the fuck they told me. They said that they're falling on their ass. That would be a major hit to the U.S. economy, though, to lose those brands.
That I do believe. Let me see. Honda VSA. What's a VSA? The Dash sells it. Nobody wants to buy my recommendations. I recommend flushes, air filters, wipers. You make sure the advisors aren't deleting the recommendations.
They're not selling any of them. If you're recommending that many of them, they're not getting any of them. Your advisors aren't doing their job.
I recommend the things that the car needs. I post pictures, a description while I'm recommending them. 9 times out of 10, they don't get approved.
If they blame economy, politics, and all that for it, they're definitely not doing their job.
Yep, that's what he said. Service manager and advisors blamed it on the slow season, economics, and politics. A lot of it has to do with service advisors not understanding what they're selling. A lot of it has to do with their incompetence to sell. A lot of it has to do with their delivery, how they mention it to the customer. And a lot of advisors think, oh, it don't need that. I'm not going to pitch it to them. It's probably the writer's fault they're not getting approved. Absolutely. Put it in the boss's office. Odyssey lower control arms take 30 minutes each side for other techs. But I've never done one before. Your first time is always going to take you the longest. My eTorx Plus kit came in today. I've heard Nissan is dying brand. A lot of Nissan dealerships in my state are getting taken down. What?
You ask what a Honda VSA is?
Yeah.
It's a vehicle stability assist.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember who else uses VSA as their, like, what is it called?
The Chrysler 300 is. I thought they discontinued that, Shannon. Damn. What up, Humber?
They got rid of the 300 too.
That's what I thought. Copied and pasted. Oh, copy and pasted from Chat GPT. All right, I'm shutting down
I've been trying to go back to some of the models that was keeping them somewhat going. The 300 was actually a popular model, but I mean, if they bring it back, they got to bring it back make something special about it.
Yeah, the 300 was nice.
I mean, 300. The only problem with the last 15 years of Chrysler product, like suspension wise, they were trash. Here when the Chrysler or Dodge, they were buying the police interceptors, the Dodge Chargers.
Yeah,
cops hated them fucking things. They fucking go jump a curb with the tire out and pop off. They couldn't. They appreciated the few Hemis that they had in their fleet because of the power they had.
No problem, brother. BFT's a good dude. See, Fluffy, I'll go backstage, send a link. You know what? It's about that time. Because I gotta work tomorrow. I cannot be up super late.
Why you work tomorrow? You should not work on the weekends. Good mechanics don't work weekends, Fluffy.
It's my weekend to work.
No, good technicians don't work weekends.
I'm not that good.
Well, either am I. But I mean, I saw this on somebody's channel. The good technicians don't work weekends. I'm trying to remember who said that. I think it was Flat Rate Master. Said a good tech. Well, first of all, good tech would never work a weekend. I thought to myself, you get your head up your ass, Mikey.
Learn it with one. Hey, Juan, I just got one thing to say to you. OBIP! Hey! I go fluffing quick wrench. Horrible, bro. 2016 Dodge Charger when they just hit the electric power steering fluid behind. What? I like Chrysler 300. They're such a nice luxury cars, very smooth ride quality, and feel to its base. Mercedes car is something I like. Yeah, they were good. Flat rate master. Bye. Yeah, I'm. Heck no, that's your people though. That's your people. Yeah, but I'm about to hop off. We're gonna go backstage and bullshit for a little bit because I'm getting tired, and I told them I'd try to be in a little earlier tomorrow.
What time's earlier? Like 10?
No, that's normal time. Saturdays I go in a little earlier. Like
what time do you normally go into work?
9:15. About 9:15, 9:30.
Every day?
Yeah.
And your dealer never has a problem with that?
It was a stipulation I got hired on. Because I have my son and I get him ready, take him to school, get myself ready, take a couple shits before I leave to work. All that good shit. But I compromise though. I go in late, I'll stay late. So
I have no problem with what time you're starting, dude. Those days I don't even go into work until 11.
that day or
Sometimes
that,
I'll
that
stay
hour.
7 or 8 o'clock at night if we know we're going to be backed up and we're going to stay late. I'll stay late with guys working on cars because I'm a key holder from the shop. And I actually like doing that.
Yeah, I hate early.
Every once in a while, like it's not uncommon on like a Friday like today, like ahead of time for me to plan. Hey, I might show up an hour later than I normally would, or blah blah blah. But we're gonna me and Lon, or Lon and Joe. We're all gonna stay late tonight and knock out a bunch of cars, and they don't say shit to me, and I actually like it. I like working when there's nobody there but us techs. No customers, no service writers, nobody.
I can get the most shit done. So if about 5 o'clock to 8, I can probably get more shit done right there than from the time I show up till 5 o'clock.
Exactly. They love it too when we do it. They don't give us no shit because, and they like, the owner says to me all the time, and so does the manager, how do you guys get so much done? Because nobody's out here fucking bugging us.
Yep.
And we all can talk to each other, do our thing, and it don't slow us down. Customers slow us down. You guys slow us down. Everybody's slowing us down all the fucking time. When it's just us, we kick on the music. We all have a good time. We shoot the shit. And we just sit there and slam cars. Hang and bang. Turn and burn.
Yeah, and we get bothered for dumb shit. Sales department. You got a jump box? Can you put this license plate on?
But they don't
Can you
realize
fix
how
this
much
box?
they bug you. They don't realize how often they bug you and how much time they waste yours.
Yep. But all right, fellas, we're gonna go backstage. Y'all have yourselves a good weekend. Happy Valentine's for some of y'all. For some, hope y'all have a good Valentine's, and we will see y'all next weekend. Keep this streak alive, and we're doing good, huh?
Yeah, you've been on a streak.
Huh?
You've been on a streak.
Yeah. All right, y'all have a good weekend.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you